Welcome to day 6. I hope you are feeling refreshed and recovered after your much-deserved rest day yesterday, but our rest is over, so it's time to put in some work. So today we are doing a rep drop workout, meaning each round of our circuit consists of 20 rear delt flies. We have done these together before. 18 sumo deadlifts, feet slightly wider than shoulder width, toes pointing out, back nice and flat. 16 neutral grip chest presses, dumbbells parallel with the body, arms coming all the way to the floor and back up. 14 goblet squats. You can do 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells like I'm doing here. We've also done these before. 12 shoulder presses. We did these on day 1, arms coming down parallel with the floor and back up. 10 squat to hammer curl to overhead press. So that equals 1 rep, squat, bicep curl, and shoulder press. That's 2 reps. 8 renegade rows, that's 4 reps on each arm, lifting the dumbbells using your lats, keeping your back nice and flat, no rotation at the hips. You're basically in a plank position. If you cannot do these from your feet, you're doing them from your knees. Then 6 hop squats. You're doing 2 hops out, 2 hops in to equal 1 rep. Now, if you cannot do plyometric exercises, jumping exercises, you can do a basic squat here or an exercise of your choice. And last but not least, a diamond push-up. You're putting your hands together in the shape of a diamond or a triangle. And you're doing push-ups from this position, which focuses on the triceps. Now, if you cannot do these from your feet, you're trying them from your knees. If you still can't get 1 rep from your knees, you can do a basic push-up here with your arms about shoulder width apart. Now, this is called a rep drop workout because, as you might have noticed, our first exercise starts with 20 reps. We drop to 18, 16, 14, all the way to 4 because why go to 2? 2 is too few. And in terms of reps, this is a shorter circuit than we've ever done before, and that's why we are doing 3 rounds together. And as always, an additional round or 2 is recommended for the super fit. So if you are ready, let's get started. All right into our stretch routine, starting with Frankenstein's, kicking the leg up as high as we can, stretching the hamstrings. Today's rep drop workout is also called a PHA workout, which stands for peripheral heart action, meaning we are doing an upper body exercise followed by a lower, then back to upper, and then to lower, getting circulation, getting our blood moving up and down, and we will feel amazing afterwards. Next, switch into a quad stretch, just reaching down, grabbing the foot, pulling it up toward the butt, stretching the front of the thighs. I hope you are feeling amazing today because I am feeling great and I am full of energy. And so just a warning, I am moving fast today. So if you want to try to keep up with me, mentally prepare for that now. I'm also moving a little faster through our stretches today since we do have to stretch the whole body. So if you'd like to slow down the pace a bit here and go a little slower through these stretches, you are more than welcome. I highly recommend it. Up next, we're just going into a quick calf raise. Working the legs today. Up next, a calf stretch, coming down, touching the toe, pulling at it, and then switching. And maybe you've even gathered a list of stretches that you've added in to this routine. If so, that is awesome. Comment below and let me know what stretches you've added in, because other people might read your comments and they might adopt those stretches into their routines as well. We're all here to help each other. All right, next we're moving into a glute stretch. If you need to hang on to something here, go for it. Hopefully, since we've done these many times, that your balance is getting a little bit better. Breathing, deep breaths in and out. And now I think is a good time for me to ask, how are your eating habits? Have you made any changes over the last 5 days since this program has started? And are you sticking to those changes? Are you being mindful of the types of fuel that you are putting into your body? Okay, up next we're moving into our upper body stretches, starting with the shoulder circles. As always, starting big, and then working our way into smaller circles. Breathing. And switching directions. I'm moving straight into a chest stretch, just back and forth. Now a post delt stretch, grabbing, pulling. Up next, a tricep stretch. Back and forth. Day 6. We are almost a third of the way through this series. Up next, just working the neck a bit here. Back and forth. And last but not least, grab your lighter dumbbells. As you know, I love internal and external rotation to finish out our stretches today. Keeping the arms, elbows as close to our sides as possible. Breathe. And switch up and down, same thing. Breathing. Now I'm doing just a few lateral raises. Sometimes I throw those in. Getting the shoulders ready. And now is the time to add in any of those extra stretches. If not, our circuit starts now. All right, 20 rear delt flies. Grab your dumbbells. We're starting now. Again, I'm moving fast today, so if you're ready to pump out some fast reps, you can try to keep pace with me. If not, as always, the workout will remain listed on the screen so you can work at your desired pace, as your pace will reflect your goals. Now, if you're trying to build muscle, then you're going to focus on slower reps here. For me, I'm focusing on fast, controlled reps, getting my heart rate going and my blood flowing. All right, I'm already moving into my 18 sumo deadlifts. Now, there's different ways to hold the dumbbell. You can hold it like I'm holding it now, but you're not going to be able to get as low, so you can turn it to the side like I'm doing now. Or if you feel like that's just too light for you, for your legs, for 18 reps, you can grab both your dumbbells and do it like I'm doing it right now. Feet more than shoulder width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. Keep the back nice and flat. You're coming down, you're hinging at the hips, and when you're coming up, squeezing those glutes at the top. Focusing on form and the breath. Up next, I'm moving into 16 neutral grip chest press. If you're not keeping pace, no worries. All right, I'm moving into 14 goblet squats. Again, there are different ways you can hold the dumbbell here. Or if one dumbbell is not enough, as we're only doing 14 reps of this exercise, you can grab both of your dumbbells as I'm doing now. All right, up next, 12 shoulder press. We are more than halfway through round 1. All right, I'm moving into 10 squat to curl to press. Now, if you watch my first 2 reps, there are different variations in how to do this. Right now, I'm doing a squat, basic bicep curl to a basic shoulder press, or you can keep your hands in a neutral grip position for all 3 exercises. You'll see hands stay in the same position, squatting, curling, and then pressing. It is up to you. I like this variation. It is quick and you have less to think about. So here's a side view, squat, curl, press. Nice controlled movements. You've got this. Push these out. All right, I'm moving into 8 renegade rows. Now you might be doing these from your knees. I'm doing them from my feet. You want a nice flat back. Notice on my first few reps, I'm rotating at the hips. This is what I don't want you to do. So watch how my hips come up. Hips are rotating, rotating. You want a nice flat back. You're only doing 4 reps on each arm. The slower you bring the dumbbells down, the more you're gonna feel that in the lats. And up next, 6 hop squats. Remember, 2 hops out, 2 hops in equals 1 rep. Hop, 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 hop. That's 1. That's 2. Stay low on these reps, as low as you can. All right, up next, moving into 4 diamond push-ups. Notice my hand positioning, making a triangle with the fingers. Make sure you move your dumbbells out of the way. You might be doing these from your knees. I'm doing them from my feet. If you cannot do them from your knees, do give it a try. If not, you're doing a basic push-up here, coming all the way down to the ground, touching the chest, and back up. I'll show you a couple from the knees. Same thing. All right, if you've kept up to pace with me, our 60 seconds rest has begun. If you are not up to pace, please do pause the video now and get caught up. Also, if at the end of this minute rest you are not feeling rested enough to safely enter round 2, do pause the video again and take an additional minute rest. Now quickly, I'd like to say that I understand that on day 4 we annihilated our shoulders. So if you're struggling with the lateral raise, the shoulder press, and the press portion of the squat to curl to press exercise of today due to soreness in your shoulders, you have a few options. The first thing that I recommend is still do those exercises. Use your lighter weights. If that's too heavy, drop those weights all together and just go through the motions with your hands, no weight, getting circulation and blood flow into those areas to further aid in recovery. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can swap those out for other upper body exercises that we did not focus on, such as biceps or triceps. It is totally up to you. Now we have about 5 seconds left in our rest period, so go ahead and get set because round 2 starts now. 20 rear delt flies. Here we go. Get comfortable doing these because you will see them again in future workouts. So many people neglect training the poor little post delt, but working in that area is what's going to make your shoulders look rounded and strong and full, as well as prevent imbalances and save you from shoulder troubles and pains and injuries that can be caused by training the other 2 heads of the delt and neglecting the post delt. All right into 18 sumo deadlifts. I'm using both dumbbells here. Breathe. Up next, 16 neutral grip chest press. If you're focusing on building muscle here, you're coming down with the dumbbells slow, and you can press them up quickly. Up next, 14 goblet squats. Switch out your weights if you need to. Now, holding the dumbbells here in front of your chest is going to want to pull your chest forward. Make sure you're keeping a nice flat back, your head and chest up, and getting low on those squats. Full reps, squeezing your glutes at the top. You got this. We're almost halfway through round 2. Awesome. Moving into 12 shoulder press. Maybe you're doing this with your lighter weights or just going through the motions with your hands. Up next, 10 squat to curl to press. You've got this. Breathing, focusing on form. You are getting stronger by the minute. Keep moving. Up next, 8 renegade rows. Remember, keeping the back flat, only moving the arm up toward your side, squeezing and coming back down. 4 reps each arm. If it was too easy last time on your knees, try it on your feet. All right, up next, 6 hop squats. Awesome. Last but not least, 4 diamond push-ups. Perfect. All right, our 1-minute rest period has begun. I want you to take this minute to breathe, get water, and mentally prepare yourself because I want you to push yourself as hard as you safely can through this 3rd round. Of course, an additional 4th and 5th round are always available to you, but if you're doing more than 5 rounds of this circuit, it's telling me that either you're not pushing yourself hard enough, meaning maybe you're doing regressed versions of the exercises when you could be doing the progressed versions, or maybe your dumbbells aren't heavy enough. Now, I know dumbbells are expensive, so if buying an additional pair or 2 is not an option for you, what you can do is go ahead and forget counting the reps and go ahead and just do as many reps as you can of each exercise until your arms or your legs tell you that they physically cannot do an additional rep. And that is how you can make it harder so that after 5 rounds, you are spent. Now our rest period ends in 5 seconds, so get yourself ready because we are starting round 3 now. 20 rear delt flies, our last round together. You can do this. If these weights are feeling too light for you, go ahead and grab your heavier ones. But by round 3, you should be feeling pretty fatigued, even with your light ones. All right, moving into 18 sumo deadlifts. Now, a few reps in, I realized that I am doing goblet squats here and not sumo deadlifts. So arms down, hinging at the hips. There we go. Squeezing the glutes at the top of the rep. Up next, 16 neutral grip chest presses. You've got this. Awesome. Up next, we're going into 14 goblet squats. You've got this. Breathe. All right, halfway through round 3, going into 12 shoulder presses. Use your lighter weights if you need to, do body weight if you need to, or switch this out for another exercise, like a tricep extension. We've done those before. Awesome. 10 squat to curl to press, full body exercise here. Keep moving. All right, up next, 8 renegade rows. That's 4 on each arm. Awesome. All right, after renegade rows comes hop squats. I stupidly skipped this exercise and went straight into diamond push-ups, so I'm adding in a clip here of the hop squats. I don't know what I'm doing today. All right, now into 4 diamond push-ups. Last exercise of round 3. You've got this. Push through it. I know these are difficult. And done. A phenomenal job pushing yourself through round 3 of this workout. Now, if you have any questions, please post them below. If not, go into round 4 or go recover so that you can meet me back here tomorrow, where we'll give our arms and legs a break to focus on the core for day 7 core 2 workout.